It's an M62 TUB44 once again. It's been a very long day. It's coming up on 10 p.m. My dad and Mike came in this morning. He got the lower timing cover installed and the upper timing covers mostly installed. When I came, I cycled this into my workflow, and later in the day it became the priority of both Mike and I. And the entire thing, start to finish, including the timing and everything inside the timing cases, the most difficult part of the entire operation was installing the serpentine belt, which should be done by a 7-year-old with a wrench in 40 seconds. But somehow the little pulley under the alternator and then one of the two pulleys on the primary serpentine tensioner got switched. And the one under the alternator is larger than the two that are on that single unit on that bracket. And we could not get the belt on. And we're reading Nutis, and we're reading forums and watching videos, and we're checking to see if we got the right belt, if it's the right size. And finally we found out that they were switched. So we switched them, and then there was just enough room to get the belt on there. So every single nut and bolt, we're talking the little M5 threads on the cam sensors, the bolts that hold stupid brackets on, the ones that don't matter, every one of them are torqued to spec. Every one of them are in place. The oil pan is sealed. The only things preventing us from turning the key right now, we want to let the gasket makers that we use, the various gasket makers and compounds that we use throughout sealing up the engine today, we want to let those cure overnight. It says 24 hours. We'll be able to get about 22 hours in them before we come in tomorrow morning after cars and coffee, fill it with coolant, power steering fluid, oil, go over everything one more time, plug in the battery, and turn the key. And hopefully things sound and work well. We'll have a code scanner nearby, fire extinguisher nearby, everything else we might need. So seemingly it's about done. The new valve covers look awesome. The new fan shroud looks really good. Everything torqued down properly, no strip threads or any worries there. We did one more timing check today and everything checked out. So I guess the belly pans have to go back on, but we definitely want to get it running and inspect for leaks, put some heat in it, rev it up a little bit, see if the Vanos adjusts right before we button everything up and take it out for an actual test drive. And then after a trip home or so, we'll bring it back in here, put it on the lift, and get another look at things. I got the service cart set up for tomorrow. We've got our oil, coolant. I'm going to have more. I have more, but we're going to need to mix more tomorrow when I get this jug empty. And I think those are the only tools we're going to need, plus a torque wrench to torque the oil fill cap. The drain plug's already done. The big Phillips is to bleed the system out. And the new expansion tank, the other one was made in China, so I got this Bear here locally, and it fits way better. This little clip fits way better than it did before. In fact, maybe it's not. There it goes. Now it's in all the way. Before, this kind of sat up on top of that lip, and the plastic was a different color, and now that we've got a genuine part in there, it just fits better. We've even got the little 10 mil down there in that bracket that none of these cars have. So I'm excited. I'm nervous. You know how this goes. Whenever you take an engine apart that far, there's just so many areas with room for problems, and you hope everything goes well the first time. There's a lot at stake here. So we'll film that tomorrow. In the meantime, it's 5 minutes till 10, so I got to get out of here and take a shower, get back to Larissa and eat. It's been a long one, guys. I'm going to wrap it up here. We'll talk to you tomorrow on Saturday. Hope you had a good Friday. Night.